light, still got the do-rag on. Hopefully I'm almost to my destination. So generosity or generous is the new word for, tricking. New word, prostitution. You see women that's tricking. I like generous gentlemen. I like generous men. And women that's dating. I like generous men. And generous, at the end of the day, man, the whole culture has become prostitution. And I've touched on this on the Patreon, and maybe talked about a little bit on this. And join the Patreon. It's the only link in the description. That's where the real channel back. I only started posting back on here because people kept asking. And a lot, I've seen it growing up. A lot of the older women told our mothers to be prostitutes. Not directly, but it's all about money. Money, 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 money. And when you go to money, it's always somebody you think got more money. But, it doesn't surprise me that they going around talking about, generosity and generous women. And, a lot of they talking points come from prostitution. And a lot of, you see women that's searching for generous men, like wealthy men. That's what they were like, why would they pick you? Let's be real. I could be honest to myself and be like, you know what, I'm getting a little fat. Why would she pick me? I'm getting what? Or I could be honest, I have my situation. Women need to be honest with themselves. And you ask them, have you ever had that guy before? Never. Oh, yeah, I kept dealing with broke dudes. This is why I want. Like, they live in delusion. You live in delusion. And when you start saying things like that, you get on the internet, I like a generous guy, or you start talking to guys, and I like a generous guy. You start saying those things, and women be wondering why guys hit it and quit it, or guys ghost them and don't even hit it and ghost them. When guys, I said this before, when guys hear key things, they categorize you. I think I pushed this on the Free Game in Down channel. Like, just like y'all, hear certain things from a guy and be like, well, he don't deserve to get my box. Or I wouldn't date him. I would just let him, I let him beat the guts. But I don't want him as a husband. I don't want anything serious. Y'all gotta think, men do the same thing. Men, especially men that y'all really want, they got options. You know what I'm saying? And have been around the block. When they hear certain things, they're just like, you'll never hear from them again. Hear certain things, they're just, hit. They're just give you some sex. That's it. You'll just be the girl that he called when he wants some ass, when he ain't got nothing else. And a lot of times when you get to the maturity level of it, you just don't deal with certain women at all. You don't deal with them at all. You like, I ain't dealing with her. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't know, man. I remember I was talking to this chick, and she was cool, man. We was cool. And she's like, yeah, I'm coming over, but you ain't doing nothing, and we not doing nothing. And I was like, bye. I just cut her off. She was cool, though. I'm like, and she could have been joking. I don't have time for it, bro. I don't have time for it. So, generous is this new word. And like they say, it's hard to kind of, like, with women, they all dress the same. And a lot of women in the black community, they take their beauty tips from the trans community. And once you think about it, I had a homie, I think he's still over in the Philippines and shit, and he told me, it was this one particular girl on Facebook, he thought she was a trans, right? I didn't know. She was cool. We talked sports, that was about it. And he told me, like, every time you see the excess of makeup, because he live in the Philippines, or Thailand, I think it's the Philippines, excess makeup, when you see the voluptuous bodies, or the big booties, the big hips, the big busts, and all that, that's usually mean that they're trans, right? But now, and this some years ago, but now you see a lot of black women taking those beauty tips, the colorful hair, the fake hair, the excess of makeup, the voluptuous body. You know what I'm saying? Like the over hips, the BB, and that's just, you look around, like, it's hard to tell for a lot of dudes, right? So yeah, so when you they took their beauty tips from them, and now a lot of women are taking their how can I say it, their dating, like, requirements from prostitutes. A word generous is, you're a prostitute. Someone wants to say, I'm just looking for a generous guy. How much for the pussy? You might as well just, if you that type of dude, you might as well straight up ask him. I mean, my brother did that. This girl we grew up with, right? She asked my brother, he had me cracking up. This is years ago. This is my brother, like, yeah, can you give me some money for my hair? I think it was some hair or whatever. He was like, you gonna give me some ass? ain't hear from her flat out. Like, when girls say dumb shit like that, don't be scared, bro. Just cut into them. I didn't cut into women, and we still was cool. I met this chick at the club. I told this story probably on the Patreon. We was at this after hour joint, and I remember my homie from the gym. That's why a great thing about joining gyms. I met a ton of great people through gyms. I had a ton of great opportunities. I know a bunch of bouncers at gyms and stuff, and you know they gave me great opportunities. And you know I get in the club for free. Girls, oh, we get in for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, we get there, whatever, chilling, let us in, whatever. This shit was, I tell you, this shit was on like, I think it was Joy Road in Wyoming. I can say it was like 10, 15 years ago. So we walking out. We came from a hotel, little party, whatever. We lit. We come. Little homie ride with us. So the girl party it was, my boy came to see. Her brother wanted to ride back to the city. So we were like, man, we take you to the crib. Come on, homie. So he got in the crib, you know. We took him, you know, it was like, oh man, somebody, we got an after hour. I said, little homie, you wanna go to the after hour? So we all got in because my boy worked the door. So, you know, he found some niggas he knew, so we split. So I met this chick. When I say, man, she was thick. She was thick, bro. She was cool, thick. So she walking out, and me and my homie Tez, we walking out this shit. I wouldn't even remember this shit. So I was like, you trying to come back to the crib? She was like, what type of girl you think I am? This ain't that. This nigga bust out laughing and shit. So we exchanged numbers, and she was cool. The only reason that we didn't like really go on, this kind of, I really want to do on a social media thing. I had a BlackBerry, and I believe I lost it or I broke my BlackBerry. I either lost it or broke it, and we lost touch. She was so cool too. She was cool, but I cut into her. I think at the end of the day, she kind of respected it. You know what I'm saying? She kind of respected it. But yeah, when y'all kind of saying these things like, oh, I want a generous man, and the guy got to be generous, and this, that, and the third, and he should be this and he should be that. Y'all got to understand too. You know, just as a lot of guys feel like y'all taking y'all talking points, y'all taking y'all beauty tips from the trans community. A lot of guys feel like y'all taking a lot of y'all dating requirements from the prostitution community, from the tricking community. So it's hard to tell with this. So when a guy come at you like, all right, then how much straight up for it? But you really looking for a boyfriend? No, if a guy really like you, he gonna do stuff for you. If he see you worthy of going out on a date, I guarantee you he'll court you. You know, but if he don't see you worthy, if he see you just like come on over, he just see you, that's the way he see you. Either you gave off those vibes, or you answered the question a certain type of way. You know, because it's, you know, cool. And some girls that you may date that may end up just being, y'all just might end up just clicking and just being cool. You know, she might just was cool. You like, oh man, she cool or whatever. She cool. It's raining, so I gotta put my shit on before I go up in here. She might just be cool. So you gotta understand that, man. Like, when y'all say things like that, and some of the tips and some of the beauty tips and date tips y'all take, how's guys supposed to really treat you? If you begging for money up front, like, I'm gonna treat you like a prostitute, a hooker. That's what you coming off as. So come on. So change your strategy. If a guy finds you worthy, trust me, he gonna spend money. He gonna feed you. He gonna make sure you good. But if you think I'm paying a chick and I'm paying a DM, no. I'm paying no. But that's all I had to say. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace.